first meeting of her Tea Party caucus this morning. Apparently didn't have a very huge turnout, but I have 3 quick questions for you on that. Number 1, is it true she did not ask your blessing before applying? Number 2, as leader, you don't join caucuses, but if you weren't leader, would you join this one?
I love this. No, she did not ask. Ask me about this beforehand. I haven't joined caucuses for a long time. It's just that's just a policy we decided. We're just not. You get labeled, and I've just not been in any caucus. I don't know how many years it's been. At least 10, maybe longer.
Let me ask a substantive question. Number 3, do you have any concern that if your party gets too tightly identified with the Tea Party movement, that may limit your appeal in swing and Democratic districts that you'd like to go after?
Well, let me say it this way. I don't think I don't spend a couple weekends a year in D.C. Every weekend I'm either in my district or I'm somewhere out in America, and I've been to my share of Tea Party events. Bakersfield, California last April, a year ago. Orlando this past April. Last Labor Day weekend, 18,000 people about a mile from my home. 18,000 people on Saturday, a Labor Day weekend. And I've been to half a dozen other Tea Party events. Let me tell you about these events. Yeah, there's some disaffected Republicans there. There are always some Democrats there. Always a couple of anarchists who want to kill all of us in public office. But I'll tell you this, 75% of these people who show up at these events are the most average, everyday Americans you've ever met. None of whom have ever been involved in the political process, and I would guess half of whom probably have never voted. Now think about this. These people have been driven off their couch, they've been driven off their easy chair, driven away from their TV, and into the streets of America to demonstrate against their own government. Now, people can dismiss this, they can laugh at them, they can mock them like some of my colleagues across the aisle have been doing. But I'm going to tell you what, these folks are the tip of the iceberg. 90% of an iceberg you never see. They represent the same values, concerns, frustration, anger, and fear that you see from tens of millions of other Americans who aren't in the streets yet. They should not be dismissed. They shouldn't be mocked. As I've said earlier this year, we should listen to them, we should work with them, and we should walk amongst them.